Hello and welcome. We're sending good energy to our friend Brian, who sang the ohms the last couple of classes. He was struck by a car and he is mostly okay, but his leg is injured pretty badly. I had a story about meditation, but I also have a story about Hollywood. Um, I think I'll tell you the story about. Oh, say hello to Yvette right there over my shoulder. Um, so I have a new guitar. It's not new, but it's not hasn't been in the class. There's a little bit of a dark story, so we'll just things in Hollywood are things in Hollywood, and I was in this band in the very late 80s that at one point was when they still had record deals, was being taken to dinner by the record labels, and they were flying out from New York to see us, and all these things were happening. But one of the members of the band was a bit fearful of success. And this is only in retrospect because I've had a lot of time to think about it. And in his fear of success, he started to develop a very, 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 very serious drug habit consisting of crack cocaine and heroin. And the closer that we got to signing our record deal, the more drugs that he did and the more completely out of control everything got. And, I was pretty young at the time and I was the band leader, and it was very, I didn't know how to deal with something like that. And the truth is you can't deal with something like that. There's nothing you can do. But at one point, he got so down and out, he had pawned all of his possessions and had somehow, he was going to secure a bus ticket back to his hometown, which would have been halfway across the United States, but he didn't have all of the money for the bus ticket. So this guitar right here was in a pawn shop approximately at Hollywood and Western. And he called me on my non-mobile phone and said, if you can get to the pawn shop, I will sell you this guitar for $450, but I have to have you bring the money, and then I'm going to go into the pawn shop and get it out. So I actually thought that he was just going to probably get the money and then do more drugs, which wasn't the case. I was glad he did leave town. So I lived at Sunset and Gardner, I think. So I walked to Sunset and Gardner, stood by the side of the road because I did not have a car, and I stuck my thumb out and I stood there until someone stopped, and they picked me up and they drove me to Hollywood and Western, where I got out, and my singer, who was on the verge of a record deal, was on the verge of getting everything he wanted from life, was sitting on a bus stop waiting for me to give him money so that he could go in and get this guitar and hand it to me and take a bus back home to get sober, which is what he did. And that is why I have this guitar here, which is an amazing guitar that I played on quite a few albums that nobody has ever heard of. Thank you for coming. Let's get to the standing. Let's take the feet apart about the distance of shoulders, and we're going to roll up our pants a little bit. I changed these pants at the last second. And we are going to swing the arms forward. Just opening up the shoulders. Good, and then we're going to go backwards. Careful that there's not something right behind you. I don't know what the moral of the story is. Maybe it's Careful what you wish for, or know what you're getting into. I'm not sure. And then let's come across the front, switching which hand goes on the top. Good, hands on the hips. We're going to swing around a bit. And the opposite direction, please. Wednesday, I'll try to have a story that's not such a downer. Great, back to center. Whatever foot you like, let's stand on one foot, lift the other leg, and take both hands and grab the knee. Allow the knee to fall into the hands and sit up tall so that you can start to feel the weight of the leg in your shoulders. And we're going to breathe in through the nose and out through the nose, a nice, long, deliberate breath. We're going to do this rhythm breath, long and deliberate, for the whole hour of the yoga class. And go ahead and let's switch the legs. So whatever the next one is for you. Let me get in against the white wall so you can see me a little bit better. Drawing the breath in, pushing the breath out, listening to the sound of the breath. That'll be our whole practice tonight, listening to the sound of the breath. Good. Step one foot over the other and hang forward. You can circle in the arms if you like. Let your back drop. If you are flexible enough that your hands are touching the ground, grab the elbows, because we want the gravity to push us, or push-pull us. I can't remember which one it is. We want the gravity to help us out in the hands. We don't want to stop that movement. And then really let the back open up. Great. Let's switch the feet. And then you can continue either holding the elbows. So my hands don't go all the way down there. So I get the added, able to work the shoulder joint a little bit. And you could pendulum or you could circle the arms, opposite or the same as what we did on the other side. Good. Let's bring the feet together, big toes touching, ankles a little bit apart. We're going to put the hands on the shins and we're going to look up and pull the shoulders back. And we'll forward fold on the out breath. And we're going to look up, pull the shoulders back. We'll forward fold on the out breath. We're going to look up, pull the shoulders back. Breathing out through the nose as we forward fold. We look up, pull the shoulders back. And then hold the core tight and let's come all the way up, bringing the arms up into the sky. We're going to bring the hands down through the heart center. We're going to push into the earth and we'll circle all the way back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward folding, again, fingers low. We look up and we forward fold. All the way back up, reaching out and up. Down again through the heart center. We push into the earth, we circle all the way back up. Breathing out, forward folding, fingers low. And we look up. And we forward fold. All the way back up, reaching out and up. Down again through the heart. We're taking our time getting in today. All the way back up again on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward fold, again, fingers low. And we look up. And we forward fold. All the way back up, reaching out and up. Down again through the heart center. Back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, forward fold, again, fingers low. We look up. And we forward fold. Back up, reaching out and up. Down through the heart. This is the one. Back up on the in-breath. Breathing out, we forward fold, again, fingers low. We're going to look up and we're going to step back to the top of a push-up. Belly and legs tight. We're going to hang out here for a couple breaths. Maintain the tightness of the belly and the legs, and then lower down 2 inches off the earth. Up dog, legs tight, and then down dog, pulling up and back. Good. From down dog, we're going to bend the right leg and push the opposite heel towards down, stepping the feet a little back and forth in place. Hello, everybody, and thank you for coming. Good. And jump your way on up to the top of the mat, feet together, fingers low. We look up, forward fold, all the way back up, reaching out and up. Down again through the heart. Back up on the in-breath. Forward folding, again, fingers low. We're going to look up. We're going to step back again to the top. A tight push-up. Always clench the body. Lower down, clenched. Up dog, legs clenched. And down dog, pulling up and back. Feet 2 fists apart. We come up on the toes on the in-breath, down with the heels on the out-breath. These clenches are referred to in yoga as locks. There are not a lot of people that talk about them. More people probably should, but we're holding parts of the body tight so that the movement doesn't jar us. Good. When you're ready, step, jump, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, forward fold, all the way back up, reaching out and up. Again, down through the heart center. We push into the earth, we circle back up. Breathing out, forward folding, again, fingers low. We look up, we step back, top push-up again. We're going to lower down, up dog, and down dog, and nice. While in down dog, feet are 2 fists apart, hands the distance to the shoulders, wide hands, middle finger straight forward. We're looking at the knees or the navel, remembering that you can rest anytime, all the time, however you like, take your time. Good, and when you're ready, walk or jump, top of the mat, toes together, we look up, we forward fold. Come on, all the way up. Let's intertwine the fingers and turn the palms up to the ceiling. So point the thumbs up higher and the pinkies down the back. Pull the last set of ribs down and in. Go ahead and take your feet apart the distance of, say, your hips or shoulders. And let's lean over to the right. And let's lean over to the left. Maintain the fingers together, back to center. And we're going to turn, don't turn the hips, turn the rest of the top of the body and look to the right. And then over to the other side, remembering not to turn the hips. Good, and back to center, arms down. Man, it feels like my arms were up for a long time. Bring the feet back together, big toes touching. Let's sit in chair, Utkatasana, great. Up, over, forward folding, fingers low. We're gonna look up. We step back again, top push-up. We're gonna lower down, up dog, and down dog. Uno, warrior number 1 on the right. Right foot steps, left foot turns out, arms all the way up. Those of you that want to are welcome to reach the left arm forward, turning the shoulder in so that we can make the torso squaring straight forward to the front of the mat. And touch the ceiling again. And great, hands back down, step back, top push-up. We're gonna lower down, up dog, and down dog. And left side, left foot steps, back up. So on this side, if you like, right arm reaches forward. So from the back, return. Great, touch the ceiling again, and very nice, hands back down. Step back, top of push-up, lower down, up dog, and down dog, and very, very nice. We stay here breathing, looking at the knees of the navel. Whole hand flat on the mat. Great, step hop, top of the mat again, toes together. We look up, we forward fold, feet at knees, sitting in chair, and standing arms all the way down. Let's do some more. Sit in chair. Good, all the way up over, forward folding. We look up, we step back, top of push-up. lower down, up dog, down dog, right side, warrior one again. Now, hands in prayer, above the head, looking up, lengthening up. Great, hands back down, step back, top of push-up again. Lower down, up dog and down dog. Left side, stepping, warrior one again. Once up, hands in prayer above the head, looking up, lengthening up. Very nice, hands back down, step back, top of push-up, lower down, up dog, and down dog, and fantastic. Let's stay here, excuse me, breathing. And hop on up, top of the mat. We look up with the hands low, we forward fold, we sit in chair again, and we stand. Let's do just two more. Sit in chair, up over again, we forward fold. We're gonna look up, we step back, top of push-up, lower down, up dog, down dog. Right side, warrior one again, right foot steps. Hands in prayer above the head. As you look up, you are welcome to arch back a little bit. Good, hands back down, step back, top of push-up, lower down, up dog, and down dog, and left side stepping, warrior one on the left. Hands again together above the head, looking up, arching back. Great, hands back down, step back, top of push-up, lower down, up dog, and down dog, and great. Again, we stay here, breathing, looking at the knees of the navel. All righty, step hop, top of the mat again, toes together. We look up, we forward fold, feet and knees together, sitting in chair. And excellent, let's stand. Let's just take a moment here. The last one's gonna be a lot of pieces. And let's sit in chair again. We'll come all the way up and over, forward folding. We're gonna look up. We're gonna step back, top of push-up, lower down, up dog, and down dog. Right side, warrior one again, arms up, and then arms out in the front with the palms facing the sky. Let the shoulders down, hold the core engaged a little bit, breathe in the nose. Let the universe give you everything that it has to offer. Strong warrior in the base, open for assistance. Turn the palms to face, open all the way up. Warrior in the base, fully open to everything in the top. And we breathe and maybe look at the ceiling. Let's turn the thumbs down, bring the hands behind the tail. You will interlace them together back there. We're gonna forward fold, lifting the arms up off the back. We will hold here, showing our strength, showing our ability to stand in the fire and breathe. Left hand down, right arm up for a moment of celebration that we completed, and hands back down, step back, top of push-up, lower down, up dog, down dog, and we repeat the procedure. Let's bring the arms out in the front. Good. Everything coming to us so easy and simple. Turn the palms to face, open all the way up in fearlessness. Breathing in the nose. Let's turn the thumbs down, behind the tail again. We intertwine, we come down, And we create the fire that we breathe in, and we stay there. Right hand down, left arm up. We made it. Celebration. And hands back down, step back, top of push-up, lower down, up dog, and down dog. And great job. Let's stay here. Just breathing, resting if you care to, taking your time. All right, step hop, top of the mat, toes together. We look up, we forward fold, feet and knees together, sitting in chair. Let's just stay in chair. Those of you that want a little more are welcome to come up on the toes. It's not a yogic tradition, but you're welcome to do that. We're going to breathe. And let's stand. Feet apart, distance of the shoulders, elbows, or prayer, just hanging. Bouncing if you like. Good. Peace fingers all the way up and all the way back down. We're coming under the big toe, thumb touching on the inside. Same on both. Big toes push fingers down, elbows pull away from ears, top of the head reaches down to the mat. Let the spine get long, make the breath long. Good, back up. Full hands to the ceiling. Full hands all the way down underneath the feet so the toes are touching on the wrist, both sides, sole to palm. See if the legs will go in the direction of straight. Bring the top of your head down. It's okay if the legs are bent. Good. Let's stand. Feet back together, big toes touching, ankles apart. We sit in chair. Good. We come all the way up over forward folding. We're going to look up. We're going to step back to the top of push-up again. Lower down, up dog, and down dog. Warrior number 2 on the right, please. We want to try to set up heel to heel aligned. Front foot running forward, back foot out, maybe 45 degrees or less, but not backwards. Let's just breathe here. Shoulders down, hold the core right by the ribs. Very nice. Straight the leg in the front, please. Reach out a bit and triangle. Left hand down, right arm up. We're going to stay here. Oh, I forgot one. I'm going to stay here. I'm going to tell you the rest of the story. So there were 2 bands that got the record deals that we were aiming for, that we were talking to the executives about. One of them was a band called Tool, who is still working, and the other one was Stone Temple Pilots. I think both of them probably were better off and did better with the deal, although the singer from Stone Temple Pilots didn't work out so well. Hands on the shin. You can shorten the stance a couple of inches. And then left hand down, right arm up. Down might mean on the shin. Down might mean back of the hand outside of the leg. We're trying to twist to show the chest out to the other way. It is a very difficult pose, at least for me. And very nice. Hands back down, step back, top of push-up. We'll lower down, up dog, and down dog. Left side stepping, please. Warrior 2, here we go again. And straight the leg in the front. Reach out. Left hand down, right arm up. Triangle Trikonasana. Easy, all breathing all the time. Take your time. Both hands on the shin, please, for a moment. And we shorten the stance and we do Pavrita Trikonasana. I might have shorted that triangle because I didn't have the story. Sorry about that. We're going to stay here. Lengthen the tail to the crown of your head. Lengthen your breath. Very nice. Hands back down. Step back, top of push-up. Tighten the core. Lower down. Up dog. Legs tight and down dog. Pulling up and back. Nice. We breathe here. You're welcome to rest. We look at the knees of the navel, anywhere in that section so that the head is tucking. Excellent. Hop on up, top of the mat, toes together. We look up. We forward fold. Feet and knees together, sitting in chair. And please stand again, arms down. All right, good job. Let's do some more. Sit in chair, please. Good. Up, over, forward folding, fingers low. We look up. We step back, top of push-up again. Lower down, up dog, down dog. Warrior two on the right, right foot steps, back up. Let's just hang on a second. All right, center of the right forearm on the leg, left arm up and over. You see me looking back from time to time because the image is different in my view than it is going out, and I get confused about left and right, which is confusing in the first place. Stay here. Those of you that want to can put the right hand on the ground. You don't have to. We're going to breathe. Very nice. Back up to warrior two. You're welcome to keep the back foot flat. You're welcome to come to the ball of the back foot. We are swinging the left arm all the way through, bringing the elbow outside of the leg. Hands in prayer, pull in towards your chest. Turn the fingers up towards your face. We'll stay here. You're welcome, if you're on the ball of the foot, you're welcome to put the knee down. Make it a little bit less. That's always super nice. Go easy on yourself. Breathe. All right, excellent. Hands back down, step back, top of push-up. We'll lower down and drop down, up dog, and down dog, and left side. Left foot steps. Good. Arms out over the legs. Here we are again. Looking good, Frank. All right, forearm on the leg. That's the left. Right arm up and over. The palm faces the earth. We're trying to reach a straight line down the side. Even if you put the left hand down, we're trying to keep it stacked small so the shoulder or the hip are not falling in. They're stacking back. Keep breathing. Back to warrior two. You're welcome to keep the back foot flat or come to the ball of the foot. The right arm swings through. Elbow outside. Hands in prayer, pull in. Turn the fingers to your face. You can stay here. If you're on the ball of the foot, you can put the knee down. Of course, we're breathing as we twist and squeeze the internal organs with the twist. Nice and strong, nice and easy, powerful breath. Excellent. Hands back down, step back, top of push-up. Lower down, up dog and down dog. Let's step the right foot top of the mat. Feet can go out about the distance of your elbows. We're going to do horse. You can hold the ceiling. The torso is flat so that the shoulders are over hips. You pull the core in a little bit. And here we are, breathing, looking straight into the wherever.
Why do they call it horse?
Because it's like you're riding a horse. And let's stand. We're going to turn the toes so they're wrapped straight forward. Let's throw that twist in today. Let's reach all the way up. And we're going to fold down with the hands under the shoulders. Move the right hand to the center and reach the left arm up. Lengthen the tail to the crown of your head. But they call it horse when they do it. It's strange. They do it in they do it in karate. I think they do it in Tai Chi. And they call it a horse, I think, in karate. I don't know what they call it in Tai Chi. But in yoga, they call it the sun god or sun goddess. Let's switch the hands. It took me a long time to find that because I was used to it being called horse. Good. Push yourself up and touch the ceiling. And then let's come right down, fingertips on the line that the toes are on. And then sometimes I like to take the feet further apart because I'm not super flexible in my legs for this one. And then you can bring the hands down flat and the top of the head down towards really the space between your hands because your hands are sitting directly underneath the shoulders. And let's breathe here. Good. Back up. Reach out to the ends of the fingers. Bring the hands behind the tail. Intertwine the fingers. Palms together. And we're going to fold forward. Lifting the arms up off the back. You can lift the toes for a second so that there's no weight in the toes. The weight is in the heel and the ball of the foot. And then toes down real light. And let's breathe here. Good. Back up. We touch the ceiling. Back down. We're going to come down, grab the shins, the ankles, or peace fingers again, grabbing big toes if the legs are straight, pulling the elbows away from the ears, bringing the top of your head towards down. Stay down low, both hands over to the right, grab the shin, bring the nose towards the knee, you can grab the heel of the outside of the foot, rotate the left shoulder down under and through, and then over to the other side, right shoulder rotates. Keep breathing, keep taking your time. Good. Back up. Let's turn the left toes to the back of space. Right foot is about 45 degrees. We're going to bring the arms out, and then behind the back, you can grab elbows or reverse prayer. We're going to look up, and we're going to fold down. I can see the computer from here. Excellent. Those of you who want to can jump onto that front foot, that left foot. For Warrior 3, if you like. Could be a little difficult sometimes. And we'll do Ardha Chandrasana if you want. Left hand down, right arm up. And we'll switch the hands for Pavrita Ardha Chandrasana. Clearly you had to learn another language to do yoga. Excuse me. And put that back foot back down. Let's pivot. So right toes are running forward, arms out, behind the back again, and we'll come into pyramid. And those other poses are a little rough, so pyramid becomes this part where we can recharge with the breath. Almost like we're resting. It is a big hamstring stretcher. There ain't no ham in my legs. I don't have ham in my legs. Why is there a hamstring? Jump onto the right foot for warrior 3, capital letter T. Hamstring.
How about ham bone?
Hamstring pork chop feet. I'm a vegetarian, man. Yeah. All right, right hand down, left arm up. Switch the hands if you like. Great, let's stand. You could shake the feet out a little bit. We're going to do tree, standing on the left foot firstly, lifting the right leg up, locking that leg, foot against the leg, or putting it out in the front like I do quite often, hands to the heart, or all the way up. We're going to breathe here. All right, let that down. You can step it out a little bit. And then we'll stand on the right. We're going to lift the left up, locking, or I should do the same as I did on the other side for me, out in the front, hands to the heart, or all the way up. Good, let it down, step it out. We're going to stand on the left foot again. We're going to lift the right knee up, and we're going to grab the right knee with the right hand. Left hand can go on the hip. You can stay right here. Those of you that prefer can come down and grab the big toe and extend the leg straight out, or just hold the knee. Stand up tall as you can. Let's open that leg out to the right as we look to the left. Let's come back to center, stand up tall, hold the leg out on its own, up with the strength of the core and your leg. Great, let it down, step it out. We're going to do right foot standing, left leg up, left hand grabs knee, standing tall, extending the leg if you want to. But you got to remain standing up tall. So I'm going to show you, we're going to stay here, but I'm going to show you. If you came down and got the big toe and the leg was still bent, but you're standing up tall here, that's fine. Eventually, maybe that leg will go straight, maybe not. Doesn't matter. And we're going to open up. It's just about getting more open, more flexible, more better to balance than we were, 10 minutes ago. Good, back to center, leg out on its own. Just hold it right up there. Excellent. Let it go. Step it out. I'm going to come up close so you can see this one. We're going to do one more balancing pose. If you want to do King Dancer and you know King Dancer, be my guest, but we're just doing this other piece, which is a low back opener. We're going to bend the right leg and grab the right ankle. Now, if you were doing King Dancer, the grip would be more like this. But since we're not doing that, you can. We're just going to grab the ankle so we have the strength of that. And we're reaching the knee down. I'm getting some resistance today, so my quad is really tight. The knee down to the floor and the hand on the left to the ceiling. Good. We're going to stay here and breathe and keep lengthening through from the hip down to the knee, down to the ground. Great. Let that go. You can step it out a little bit. And then we're going to do the other side. I'll do it forward facing. So left bends, because you want to be aware that the knee is reaching straight down, not out to the side at all. Straight down in all shapes and forms of that. This hand goes to the ceiling, lengthening from here to the knee to the earth. Good. Let it down. Let's squat. Feet the distance of the hips, of the shoulders, elbows into the knees. Those of you that want to do crow or a headstand are welcome to. Crow has the hands down. We come up on the toes with the shins and knees on the backs of the arms. Handstand is from this tripod is easiest. If you wanted to do that, you would put the hands down. The head goes at the point of the tripod, walking the feet, and then I would do that against the wall. I would make sure you have the full triangle. I would ask me to look at you when I see you in the world, how that's going. I didn't take a lot of time describing it, but anyways, let's come on down to hands and knees for a tiny bit of cat and cow. You can double up the mat underneath your knees, and we're going to let the belly drop down. As you breathe out, we're going to arch the back. Excuse me, and we're going to keep moving in the cat and the cow. And let's come back to center. Look over the right shoulder and see the tail. And then over to the other side, please. And back to center. Step the right foot to the top of the mat. And I'll give you the sideways. And reach the arms straight up in the Superman style today. So they're straight up like that, yep. Knee is mostly over the ankle. Breathing. And we're coming right down on the inside. So the right hand is directly next to the right foot on the inside. We're keeping, I'm going to come this way so you can see it. We're keeping the leg pulling against the shoulder. The other hand is underneath the other shoulder. We stay here. Those of you that are feeling very open and flexible in this pose are welcome to put the elbows down, or even if the elbows don't get down, we walk the hands a little forward and see if we can just bend the arms and get, you know, a little further than just far enough so that the body is going, yep, that's a nice stretch. Great, so let's switch it. We're going to step back to hands and knees and then left foot forward, coming up so I got some cushion under the knee. Whoa, and then right up with the arms. And down with the arms. Left hand next to the left foot again. Knee pulling against the shoulder. You see when I did that how my hip came out? Keep the hip in. So everything is very locked into those small straight lines. And if you wanted to bring the arms forward, the hands forward, trying to put the elbows down, you are welcome to. Let's stay here and breathe. Very nice. From here, we will step all the way back to towel push-up. So if you roll up the mat, you can unroll it. We're going to lower down again, up dog and down dog. We're going to reach the right foot up over the back wall. And we're going to hold here for about 3 breaths. You could bend that leg and point the knee up to the sky. And then when you're ready, throw your shin all the way up to the top of the mat. Good. You can look at the ceiling for a moment and then hands down or forearms down or all the way down, lengthening out flat. We don't overdo it, especially in this pose, and we breathe all the time. The bent leg, the knee is slightly outside of the ribs, so it's all on the right. The right leg is bent, the knee and leg is slightly outside the right ribs. And let's breathe here. Very good. Hands back down, step back, top of push-up. We're going to shake that leg out. We lower down and drop down, up dog and down dog. And left foot all the way up. We'll stay here. You can bend that leg, point the knee to the sky. And excellent, throw the shin top of the mat. You could scooch the leg that stayed behind back. Sometimes I forget to say that on the other side, but on both sides and this side, you can see better now the knees slightly outside of the ribs. We're going to breathe here. Great. One more vinyasa. Hands top of the mat, step the leg that was bent back. You could shake it if you like. Lower down and drop down, up dog and down dog. And let's sit with the legs. We'll start with them straight out in front of us, but we are going to, let's see how you'll see this best. We're going to bend the right leg with the right sole against the thigh, with the knee pointing out a bit. Left on left, so the left hand either grabs the foot or the ankle. We're going to breathe in and reach up. We're going to breathe out and fold it all the way down and all the way back up and back down and over. Out breath on the forward fold. And next time the arm is up, please stay up or look to the reaching hand. Good, let's switch. Right leg out, left sole in. Right on right, so if you can't get the toes, you get the ankle, or if you have a belt, you can wrap it around there. Up, breathing in, breathing out, down, and over. Good. Next time you're up, go ahead and stay up. Excellent. Let's switch the legs again. Left leg out, right leg bending, flat foot on the mat. We're going to take the right hand 6 inches out from the tail, the fingers pointing away. Left arm is going to either grab the leg or come to the outside, pushing against the leg. We're going to sit up tall and look back at the wall, but not the floor. So let's breathe here. Great. Let's switch that. Right leg out, left foot in. Right arm grabs the leg, hand behind you. You sit up tall or elbow outside, sitting up tall. And again, the height of your eyeballs is where you'll look on the wall. Great. Back around. I'm going to double up my mat for the core work because we'll be on the tailbone. And let's see. From here, well, I'm certainly in the dark. Let's come underneath the legs and roll back on the tail, and I'm going to adjust the lighting. We did some last minute stuff here, and I didn't get it all taken care of. Oh yeah, look at that. Good, cross the legs, grab the shins, sit up really tall. Woo, it's like we're in a scary movie. Back up. There's 2 of 5. Cross the legs, sit up tall, straight back. And 3 of 5, back up. Cross the legs, sit up tall. And 4 of 5, back up. Cross the legs, sit up tall. And 5 of 5, finally. That's 3 Fs. Hug the knees in, let's lie back. We're going to do a bridge firstly. We're going to put the feet down flat. Feet and knees are 2 fists apart. Longest finger almost touches the heel. We lift the hips, we tuck the shoulders, we intertwine the fingers and push the arms down on the ground. Most of us will stay here. If you want to do Urdhva Dhanurasana, turn the hands up and we lift. Try not to touch the head on the ground. Even though a lot of people teach that, I do not teach that. I think that your arms should be strong enough that you should be able to lift up and come back down, and the head is never used as a point of strength. Let's stay here and listen to the East Hollywood sirens. Good, come on down, hug the knees into the chest, pull the shins down. And we're gonna go upside down, starting with plow, kicking the feet up and over the head, legs straight, toes falling to the earth, hands either on the back or fingers interlaced with the arms pushing on the mat. And let's lift the feet straight up into the sky. See if the elbows will come in the distance of your shoulders. And we're going to stay here. I bring my feet a little forward to put the weight on the elbows more. And let's breathe. Bend the legs, bring the knees to the ears. Reach back, grab the feet, lower down into dead bug. Good, and bring the knees into the chest. Bring the arms out like a T. We're going to take a breath in. As we breathe out, let the knees fall to the right as you look to the left. You could put the right hand on the knees if you like. You don't have to. I like doing that. If you're folding out really flatly easily, it might not even be necessary. Let's stay here for a couple breaths. It's likely that we're going to go a couple minutes over our 8 p.m. Start end time. So I just like to let people know because I want to be respectful of your time. But we'll probably go to about 8:05-ish tonight. Let's come all the way back up and over to the other side. Good. Back up. We're going to end in a 5-minute meditation. So we'll roll up to a seated position, although you're welcome to meditate laying down. You can roll up your mat. You can use a blanket if you like. I'm going to roll up the mat because having a cushion to sit on is it makes meditation so much better. I can't believe how many years I meditated without a cushion. And the cushion is not about the softness. It's about having the rear end raised a little bit above your knees. So we sit, we cross the legs, we bring either the fingers interlaced with the thumbs touching or one hand on top of the other, but then the palms come down. So look at most of the Buddha statues. You see the hands will be likely like this. Let the chin come to the chest. And I think that you will never find a Buddha statue with his arms out with this symbol and reaching out. It's always going to be like this. And we become aware of the breath rising and falling in the body. If your mind is overly excited, please breathe the breath. That sounds funny, but that's what I mean, which gives your mind something to do. Also, if the mind is still very excited, count the breath. When you get to 11, start over, and we will be here about 4 minutes from now. Very nice. Let's bring the hands to the heart center and rub them together. We're going to send some healing energy to our brother Brian so that his leg can heal real quick so he can be back with us doing the ohms and then back with us doing yoga real soon. And we're going to reach the arms all the way up. Take a breath in through the nose. Breathe in more and more. We're going to hold the breath. And we're going to give Brian our sound right here. Ah. You're living your dream. Don't miss it. Namaste.
Namaste.
Thank you so much for coming out tonight. And thank you, Yvette. I wasn't sure she was coming today because she was bleaching someone's hair down the street. So if you need your hair bleached, let me know. We're here Mondays and Wednesday now. I'm not doing the Friday class for a little bit, but Mondays and Wednesdays at 7. It's danieloverberger.com. You can find the links to my Venmo and my PayPal there so you can send donations for the class. And that's it. Have an awesome night, and I will see you all Wednesday. Thank you. Let me stop the recording.